Olivia Rhodes. Number 34, Alexis Smith. Now give your attention to center court for tonight's starting lineup for your Glenwood Lady Gators.
Here is the starting lineup for the best for the Glenwood Lady Gators. The assistant coaches are J.J. Jackson and Matt Martin. Manager is Charlie Huffman. Amy Johnson, number 1, Virginia from Tennessee. Our manager is number 2, Sam from Phil Allen. Ladies first up, number 4, Christine Van Allen. Number 5, Audison Hill.
West. How do you pronounce that name right there? Brazil. Welcome once again to another exciting action of high school basketball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's Glenwood, Calvary, live from the pit as Glenwood has won the tip. Your starters are Mimi Johnson, Anna Grace Griggs, Olivia Slocum, Tequila Davis, and Bobby Taylor Brazil. For the visiting Calvary Christian Knights, Michaela Reed, Emily Carsteffen, Lily Miller, Olivia Rhodes, and Alexis Smith. Glenwood comes into this contest 7-4 on the season. Calvary is 5-2. This is the rematch from November 28th as they played on the campus of Calvary. That first shot is no good by number 11, Emily Carsteffen. Anna Grace Griggs, baseline, trying to get it over, and it just gets taken away. And here comes Michaela Reed, the leading scorer for Calvary, and she is only in 8th grade. She's averaging 19.3 points a game for Coach Norton and the Calvary Lady Knights. It is scoreless here. Mimi Johnson running the point, takes it across the timeline, and she gets it stolen by Reed. Reed going coast to coast all the way to the rack, and she will be fouled. Like we mentioned, Michaela Reed is only an 8th grader. Is already making a huge impact for the Calvary Knights. She misses that first free throw. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. Toygar Isla back at it once again. Reed makes 1 of 2. Calvary with the early lead, 1-0. Johnson. Slocum for 3, just off the mark. And it'll go back to the Knights. Here comes Reed looking for the screen. Good screen by Lily Miller. Pass it to Carsteffen. Carsteffen for 3, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Brazil. Taking it over to Johnson. Watches the double team. Slocum inside to Tequila Davis. She puts up a shot, and she's going to be fouled. Tequila Davis, the post player for the Glenwood Lady Gators, draws the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot 2. And she makes the first. Don't forget, coming up after this game, we got the Glenwood Gators boys varsity taking on Calvary boys, as Davis makes them both. So far in this game, we've had nothing but foul shots, as no field goals have been made in this game. Reed, pass over to Miller in the corner. Back to Miller. Miller shoots a three, and it's off the glass and in. Lily Miller makes it 4-2 Calvary. Johnson over to Griggs. Griggs driving the lane, puts up a shot off the glass. Takayla Davis with a rebound, and she will go to the line to shoot two. As this is the rematch from a game that was played on the campus of Calvary Christian on November the 28th. As Calvary won that game, and Glenwood is trying to even up the series here at the pit, as Davis makes 1 of 2, and Calvary leads 4-3. Nice screen, Reed. Pass over to Karstefan. Top of the key, back to Reed. Reed, a little fake, being guarded by Davis. Reed puts up a rush shot, and it's rebounded by Mimi Johnson. Glenwood could tie it. Johnson over to Griggs. Pass over to Slocum, thought about the three. Slocum being guarded well by Michaela Reed in the corner, and we are going to get a possession arrow going to Glenwood. Good defense by Michaela Reed. If anything, she was trying to get the jump ball. And Mimi Johnson will inbounds it over to Slocum. Back over to Johnson. From the corner, shot, no good. Rebounded by Takayla Davis, and that's off the glass and in. Takayla Davis doing work on the boards, getting the offensive rebound, and she's got all of Glenwood's 5 points. Here's Lily Miller from the corner for another three attempt. No good. Karstefan, there's a shot, no good. Miller with the rebound. Miller driving the lane. Oh, what a block by Brazil. There's a long pass to Anna Grace Griggs, and she travels. We'll go back to the Calvary Christian Lady Knights. Calvary Christian is led by head coach Jonathan Norton. Their assistant coach is Grant Smithwick. The Lady Gators are coached by head coach Dusty Perdue, who also coaches the boys varsity team. Recent Hall of Fame inductee into the Chattahoochee Valley Sports Hall of Fame for the 2024 class, and frequent guest picker on high school game day. Here's Michaela Reed, top of the key, fires a long three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Slocum. Slocum is just going to take it herself. There's a pass to Brazil. Stays with it. Over to Mimi Johnson. Shot no good. Takayla Davis with another rebound. Over to Brazil. They're fighting for it. Michaela Reed ends up with it. A very close contested game here. And there's a long shot. No good. That was attempted by Olivia Rhodes. Back over to Slocum. It's a fast break. Intended for Davis, and it goes out of play, and it'll go back to Calvary. It'll give us an opportunity to get some more subs in. Brooklyn Van comes into the game, and Loriana Reed. Good defense, and Michaela Reed, a little hand check. We're going to call a foul. It'll be only the second team foul here in the quarter. 3:27 left to go as Glenwood leading Calvary 5-4. Reed's pass, and she's got to save it. Don't want a backcourt violation. Is that going to be a foul? It's going to be, it is. It was a good job rushing it back to get it because it would have been a backcourt violation. 5-4 is your score here at the pit on the campus of Glenwood. Michaela Reed just trying to get around a screen. Over into the corner, fires a shot, is Karsteffen, and no good. Here comes a fast break over to Anna Grace Griggs. She puts up a shot off the glass and in. And Glenwood leads 7-4. First 2 points for Anna Grace Griggs. Reed puts up a shot. That is no good. Rebounded by Griggs. She gives it over to Haley Palmore, who's coming off the bench. Haley Palmore, the talented freshman. We saw her getting a lot of playing time on the varsity level last season as an 8th grader. Remember, this team went to the AISA state championship. They lost in the championship to Clark Prep. Slocum fires a shot, rattles in and out. It's going to be rebounded by Karsteffen, and we are going to get a timeout on the floor. And we're going to take one too. 7-4, 2:41 left to go here in the first quarter, right here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the pit here on the campus of Glenwood. Richard Holdridge, Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Glenwood is leading 7-4, 2:33 left to go. Good trap and a defense right on Anna Norton, but it's going to go back to Calvary. The scoring for Calvary Christian, Lily Miller with 3. And Michaela Reed has got 1. For Glenwood, Takayla Davis with 5. Anna Grace Griggs with 2. Still early here in the first. Lily Miller fires a 3, and that rattles in and out. That almost went in. And then it's a quick foul on the other end, and it'll be a non-shooting foul. You got to watch out for the fouls. Both teams with 4 team fouls. Got to watch out for the fouls because they play quarters on girls varsity basketball, and they only add up. Griggs being guarded by Reed. Palmore for 3, no good. Palmore gets her own rebound off balance, and that almost went off of Takayla Davis, and it finally does, and it will go back to Calvary. This is the rematch. Calvary defeated Glenwood 53-45 on November 28th on the campus of Calvary Christian. And it's stolen by Anna Grace Griggs. Griggs all the way to the rack and count the basket. She will go to the line for the 3-point play. And if there's anything, Glenwood has come out and responded tonight after losing that game to Calvary. These two teams, they're filling each other out. I mean, this is a rivalry game. Glenwood does play in the gaps, as that shot is no good. But tracking it down and getting her own rebound. Good hustle by Anna Grace Griggs. Davis, Griggs, open, top of the key, no good. Rebounded by Takayla Davis, and she puts it off the glass and in. Takayla Davis with 7 points. She had a double-double in that game against Calvary. And she is close to about 5 rebounds. I mean, she's on pace to have a double-double tonight. Griggs trying to guard Reed. Reed got doubled. Here's Lily Miller, top of the key. Miller, and blocked by Brazil, and Davis with it. And here comes Hallie Palmore all the way to Griggs. Griggs puts up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Passes it to Davis, and she's going to be fouled. Clara Crisco coming into the game for Glenwood. Takayla Davis has been to the line a couple of times as she drew the contact there. 58 seconds left to go here in the first. Richard Holdridge, Toygar, Isla, Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Go and like the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as we got a slate of games this week. You thought last week was busy. We got some games this week. Well, we are excited to be back on the campus of Glenwood. I was here on Monday last week as the Glenwood boys took on Southern Prep. Got the big win there. Davis makes 1 of 2. Takayla Davis, she's got a quiet 8 points, but that's what she does. She's the leading scorer from last year's team. That senior leadership. Here comes Reed. All alone, Karstefan. Oh, good defense. That was smothered by Presley Gigolo. That is going to be a foul, and going to the line is going to be Emily Karstefan. She is third on the team, averaging 9 points a game. That first shot's no good. Glenwood leading Calvary 12-4 here in the first quarter. Karstefan misses them both. Here goes Palmore. Over to Crisco, puts up a shot, no good. Glenwood back with the offensive rebound. Palmore puts up a shot, it rattles in and out. Trying to get the offensive rebound, but Lily Miller tries to hustle it over on the side. And we're gonna get another foul. So Coach Purdue's got most of his starters sitting here to close out the first quarter. Mimi Johnson is the only starter in the game. Timeout on the floor, 12-4. Glenwood leads Calvary right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the pit. Right here on the campus at Glenwood. Richard Holdridge, Toygar, Isla. It's Glenwood basketball. Over the top of the key, Crisco for 3. She's got the bucket. Largest lead of the game for the Lady Gators. 15-4. Here comes Reed. Karstefan swinging it around to Lily Miller in the corner for 3, and she hits it. Lily Miller's got 6 points, and it's 15-7. Palmore. That was almost stolen. Crisco for 3. No good. Michaela Reed with the rebound. Can they get a shot off? Oh, what a job by Crisco swatting it away with 3.3 seconds left to go. I thought that was a fast break and easy bucket for Lily Miller. She was patrolling that like a defensive back in football. She just swatted that one away. Bounce pass, Reed puts up a shot, and she will be fouled. 2.3 seconds left to go. Michaela Reed is going to go to the line for 2. And she makes the first. Averages 19.3 points a game. And she is only an 8th grader. So we get another sub. Do they have a lane violation? She only got to shoot 1. It's 15-8. Crisco puts up a shot. No good. And that's how the first quarter ends. Glenwood leads Calvary 15-8. As we would like to recognize our sponsors, Carol Purdue from State Farm, Behringer Construction, Master Wall Incorporated, And Terry Johnson Agency will be back with the start of the second quarter right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Start of the second quarter here at the pit. Glenwood leading Calvary 15-8. Leading scorers for Glenwood, Takayla Davis with 8. Anna Grace Griggs has got 4. Clara Crisco with 3. For Calvary, Lily Miller with 6. And Michaela Reed with 2. Nice pass, but it is stolen by Olivia Slocum. Here comes Palmore. Palmore, she's going to try to go coast to coast. Fires it in to Slocum inside of Davis. Davis trying to look. She's got double teamed. And she traveled. No, it's going to go to Calvary. Took too many steps. The double team worked. Calvary knew that they had to defend her in the post. Miller. Good defense by Griggs. Over to Reed. Reed passes over to Miller. Miller, nice fake. Fires up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Karsteffen. Second game. This is the rematch. Calvary did defeat Glenwood 53-45 on November 28th. Oh, it's almost blocked. Nice spin move by Reed. And that's a backdoor pass inside for the lay-in for Mary Piper Scarborough getting on the board, and it's 15-10. Griggs over to Slocum, driving the baseline. Good defense. Palmore catches it. She's going to drive the lane, puts up a pass to take Kayla Davis. And she has got 10 points. A nice pass by Helly Palmore. Glenwood leads 17-10. Karsteffen inside to Scarborough, and it's going to go back to Glenwood. Glenwood 7-4 on the season. Calvary is 5-2. Palmore over to Griggs. And there's a turnover. It's like a double dribble violation. It'll be back to Calvary. Just one way that Calvary can get back into this game. They need to get some shots down, but they also need to force turnovers. Maybe go to the full court press. Karsteffen for 3, and she's got the bucket. Emily Karsteffen. That's actually a 2. Her foot was on the line. And it will go back to Calvary. Another turnover for Glenwood. Glenwood's got to make the adjustments here. You don't want to let Calvary come back into this game as Michaela Reed can get hot. As she misses it, Slocum. Oh, good steal by Lily Miller. Miller blocked by Takayla Davis. Need a big defensive stop. You get Takayla Davis with a big block. But that sequence, really, with the steal by Lily Miller, she was driving the lane. Takayla Davis was just right there. Slocum. Palmore back to Slocum. Slocum fires a three, and she's got the bucket. Olivia Slocum's on the board, and it's 20-12. Reed. And we are going to get a moving screen on Calvary. It's going to go back to Glenwood. Coming up after this game, it's the Glenwood varsity boys and the Calvary varsity boys. Inside to Brazil, puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Scarborough. Foul on Glenwood. It is the first team foul. So the fouls do reset after every quarter. But you got to keep an eye on the fouls because you don't want to end up in the bonus. We're going to get some subs in for both teams. And Michaela Reed will take it across the timeline. Garsteffen, nice pass. Fires up a long shot, and that's no good by Anna Norton. Tied up over there, and it's going to be a Glenwood ball. Palmore. Quick double team. And there's a double dribble violation. Another turnover, and Calvary has got to take advantage of these turnovers. We've got a pretty large crowd. I mean, the game at Calvary had a mixture of Glenwood and Calvary fans, and of course the Calvary fans are going to make the trip. Oh, that almost got swatted away by Anna Grace Griggs, and Calvary's able to get it right back. Oh, nice pass to Scarborough. But a little too much for Anna Norton, and it's going to go back to Glenwood. To Kayla Davis. Oh, and it got stolen. Over to Reed. Reed has got to pass it to a teammate, but she does get around the defender, Mimi Johnson. Norton was in the corner. Reed is just going to stay with it. Nice pass to Scarborough. Off the glass and in. Good court vision by Michaela Reed. And Scarborough's got 4 points. It's 20-14. Slocum. Back over to Johnson. Johnson. Griggs. Slocum for three. Rattles in and out. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Calvary. Here comes a fast break. Calvary, a little finger roll and up and in. Olivia Rhodes gets on the board, and it's 20-16. Griggs driving the lane, puts up a shot off the glass, no good. Fighting for it is Kayla Davis and Scarborough, and we are going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow going to Calvary. Calvary was down by as many as 10. They cut it to 4. 3:19 left to go here until halftime. Here comes Reed, top of the key. Gives it over to Norton. Norton passes it to Reed. Good fake. Reed's going to drive the lane, put up a shot. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Michaela Reed, who had a big game on November 28th on the campus of Calvary, leading the team with 19.3 points a game. She is an 8th grader. The future is bright for Calvary basketball. She makes the first shot. It is now a 3-point game. She misses the second, as it is going to be rebounded by Graham. Griggs puts up a shot, and it goes in. Count the basket, and Griggs will go to the line for the 3-point play. If you're Glenwood, that is how you respond after Calvary went on a little bit of a run. And Griggs makes it. She's got 7 points, 23-17, 2:54 left to go until halftime. Good screen, Reed. Norton, pass to Scarborough. Good defense by Griggs. Scarborough over to Rhodes. Shuck. Karstoffen. And it's rebounded by Davis. Mimi Johnson's shot is no good, and Graham looks like she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Claire Graham, the 5'7" junior. That first shot is no good. Misses both. Here's Reed. She does not have the numbers. Reed puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Slocum. Long pass to Anna Grace Griggs. Puts it up the glass and in. She's got 9 points. 25-17. Glenwood on top. And we got some contact away from the ball. It's going to be on Glenwood. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. Over to Reed. You're watching out the double team. Reed is going to need some help. Over to Karstoffen. Nice extra pass. Norton back to Reed. Oh, a good screen. Getting tied up and drawing the foul is Michaela Reed. As she will go back to the line for 2. And she makes the first. She makes them both. It's 25-19, 1:33 left to go. Slocum over to Johnson. Mimi Johnson for 3. Rattles in and out. Rebounded by Takayla Davis. She puts up a shot, and it falls in. Takayla Davis. Huge offensive rebound, and she put up a shot, and she's got 12 points. It's 27-19. Good spin move. Karstoffen for 3. No good. Davis with a rebound. Over to Slocum. She does not have the numbers. And she puts up a shot. There were 3 green jerseys. Nobody boxed out. And now Calvary has got a fast break opportunity. Karstoffen inside. Puts it off the glass is number 14, Brooklyn Van. Gets on the score sheet for Calvary. It's 27-21. Slocum over to Johnson. 36 seconds left to go. That goes out of play. It's going to go back to Calvary. Calvary's got a shot at getting some momentum closing out the half. They could try to hold for the final shot. They don't want to give Glenwood another possession. Maybe draw up a play and try to cut into this lead. They trail 27-21. 24 seconds, and it looks like Michaela Reed is going to hold for the final shot. Being guarded by Griggs and Davis. She gets around both. Reed trapped over the key. There's a double team. Back to Reed. Swings it over to Lily Miller. She fires a three. No good. They're fighting for it. Calvary gets the offensive rebound. Back to Lily Miller. 1 second. And that's too much. It goes out of bounds. The clock expires, and we go to the half. Glenwood leads Calvary at halftime, 27-21. Now I'd like to thank our sponsors for making all these broadcasts possible on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Terry Johnson Agency, Carroll Purdue State Farm, Behringer Construction, and Master Wall Incorporated. We'll be back with the start of the second half right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Start of the second half here at the pit. Glenwood leads 27-21 over Calvary Christian, and they get the ball to start the second half. Palmore has it at the top of the key. Over to Olivia Slocum. Catches her own pass. Palmore, mid-range jumper, no good. Takayla Davis with a rebound, and she puts it up and in. Takayla Davis, another offensive rebound, and she's on pace for another double-double. And a steal by Anna Grace Griggs, and she puts up a shot, and that is in. She's in double figures with 11 points. And it's back to a 10-point lead for the Gators. Reed over to Miller. Back over to Karsteffen. She throws a three, no good. Rebounded by Slocum. Here comes Palmore. She's trying to push it. It was intended for Griggs. It goes out of play. It'll be back to Calvary. Don't forget that coming up after this, we've got the Glenwood varsity boys taking on the Calvary varsity boys. As that is also a rematch. Both these schools played on November the 28th at Calvary. Reed thought about it. Gives over to Scarborough. It's Karsteffen. Swings it over to Lily Miller, and that is no good. Karsteffen with the rebound. No good. Miller gets her own rebound, but is blocked by Takayla Davis. Second block of the game. But it will stay with Calvary. Over to Reed. Back to Miller. Miller driving the baseline, and a block by Davis. She's got 3 blocks. 2 in the last 10 seconds. But the possession arrow stays with Calvary. Here's Miller, and good defense by Glenwood. Not letting anything come easy for Calvary. And we're going to get a lane violation. 3 seconds. We'll be going back to Glenwood. Up by 10. 6:19 left to go. Here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla. Palmore over to Slocum. Slocum splits the defenders. Mimi Johnson swings it over to Anna Grace Griggs for 3. No good. And that was rebounded by Olivia Rhodes, the leading rebound leader from last year's team, is Michaela Reed. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Leading scorer for Calvary Christian in the first half was Lily Miller with 6. Michaela Reed has got 5. Mary Piper Scarborough with 4. Reed's first foul shot is no good. For Glenwood, Takayla Davis has got 14 points. Anna Grace Griggs with 11. And Reed misses both, but Calvary gets the offensive rebound. Reed actually gets it on the baseline. Lily Miller with the rebound. She takes it back at the top of the key, and she will fire up a 3. No good. Scarborough almost came up with that one, and Glenwood was able to get it right back. Here comes Slocum trying to fast pace it at the top of the key. Over to Johnson. Johnson with the lane, and she walked. That was a situation where Mimi Johnson thought about passing it, but she had a possibility to drive it, but there was also the double team that Calvary made the switch and forced the turnover. Over to Scarborough, trying to handle the pass, back over to Reed. Michaela Reed, spin move, deflected. Miller, good defense, a double team. Miller gets by 2 defenders. Bounce pass to Scarborough, off the glass and in. Mary Piper Scarborough. Actually, that is Alexis Smith with the points, and it's 31-23. Slocum for 3, no good. And fighting for that rebound, but it goes back to Glenwood. Lily Miller working that backcourt. Alexis Smith, that is blocked by Anna Grace Griggs. Alexis Smith, the 5'9" junior. That post player Calvary needs to get those points in the paint. Lily Miller for three, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Palmore. And Palmore, they don't have the numbers. She's waiting for her teammate, and there's wide open is Olivia Slocum for three, and she nails it. Olivia Slocum, her second three of the game. She's got 6 points. And it's the largest lead of the game for the Glenwood Lady Gators, 34-23. Reed over to Karsteffen. Almost swatted away, and it would have been a turnover, but it goes out of play. Mimi Johnson, good awareness on defense. We're going to get a sub for Calvary. Anna Norton checks into the game. .339 left to go here in the third quarter. Miller, and a steal by Anna Grace Griggs, but it rolls out of bounds. It looked like she could not control the possession, and it goes back to Calvary. Deflected, back to Glenwood, Anna Norton. It was deflected by Slocum. Over to Smith. Back over to Reed. Reed fires a three-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Davis. Over to Johnson. Back over to Palmore, and off the glass and in. Haley Palmore gets on the board for two, and it's 36-23. Miller, top of the key. Just trying to drive the lane. Got a defenders working the baseline. Throws up just an ill-advised shot, and it goes off the glass. And Glenwood takes advantage. Coast to coast is Haley Palmore, which forces Calvary to call a timeout. 2:37 left to go here in the third. Glenwood leads Calvary 38-23. We're going to go ahead and take a break right here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back to the pit on the campus of Glenwood. Richard Holdridge, Toygar Isla for Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Go and like the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube channel, as we're going to be live streaming a lot of basketball games in the next couple of weeks, including 2 big tournaments. One that's going to be back here. There you go, Lily Miller, top of the key. Nice pass to Michaela Reed, and she puts up a shot. It almost went in, but she does draw the foul. That was a good team effort, as Lily Miller saw her right at the baseline, and she thread the needle, and Michaela Reed's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Calvary's got to find a way to get back into this game. She misses the first. This is the rematch from the 53-45 win that Calvary won at the campus of Calvary Christian on November 28th. Reed makes one of two. Palmore trying to wait for the screen to get the trap. Griggs with the double team. Nice pass over to Mimi Johnson, and she's on the board for two. And it's 40-24. Reed's going to take it up fast. Over to Miller. Miller fires a three. Off the glass, no good, but Calvary with their offensive rebound. Norton back over to Miller. Nice spin move. Miller driving the lane, and that gets partially blocked by Takayla Davis. And we're going to get a jump ball. That's got to be 5 blocks for Takayla Davis. She's already got a double-double. She's got 14 points. I don't have official stats, but she at least got 10 rebounds. There you go, Reed. Over to Miller. Miller's going to fire up a three and hits it. Lily Miller, she has no fear when she shoots that basketball. If she's going to catch it, she's going to catch and shoot. Lily Miller with 9 points. It's 40-27. Johnson over to Palmore. Mid-range jumper is good. Haley Palmore, 6 points, all in the second half. It's 42-27. If Calvary wants to get back into this game, they got to let Lily Miller get hot because she can shoot it from any point behind the arc. But Glenwood will make the adjustments. Oh, and that was just, it slipped out of the hands, and it's going to be a turnover. And here comes Glenwood on a fast break, but Lily Miller, what a save. And she was diving for the ball, and here comes Michaela Reed as they try to go coast to coast. They don't have the numbers. Reed back over to Lily Miller, fires up a three, no good. They did have the right idea to get back into this game. Long pass to Anna Grace Griggs, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Griggs is that post player you don't want to be left wide open in the post because their post player by Takayla Davis and Anna Grace Griggs really has been their strength of their team, not only this year but last year's team that went to the championship as Griggs makes the first. And it's that senior leadership from Takayla Davis and Anna Grace Griggs that they have been in Coach Purdue's system, and they know what's expected of them. And they're off to a great season, and they're looking to make a championship run this year in the final year of the AISA as they make the transition to the AHSAA next year. Griggs makes them both. She has got 13 points. And it's 44-27. 27 seconds left to go here in the third. Miller, pass over to Norton. Back over, oh, and it's stolen by Haley Palmore. And she, fancy footwork, getting tightrope in that sideline, and she gets fouled. She came out of nowhere to get the steal. She tightropes the sidelines, squeaks by the ref, and goes coast to coast and draws the foul with 15 seconds left to go. And Palmore makes the first. Just a reminder that in a couple of weeks, we will be back here for Border Wars. These two teams will be in it. As Palmore makes 2 of 2, and it is 46-27. 9 seconds. Calvary can hold for the final shot. Reed puts up a long mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded, puts it up. Karsteffen, no good. And that is how the third quarter ends. We got one more quarter to go here at the pit. Glenwood leads Calvary Christian 46-27. Right now, I would like to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Behringer Construction, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Masterwall Incorporated, and Terry Johnson Agency. We'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Start of the fourth quarter here on the campus of Glenwood. Live at the pit, Richard Holdridge, Toygar, Isla for Georgia Alabama Sports Live. 46-27 is your score. Glenwood on top. Slocum, Mimi Johnson. Back over to Palmore. She's been outstanding coming off the bench. She's got 8 points. Over to Anna Grace Griggs. Oh, and it's stolen by Calvary. It's Anna Norton trying to go coast to coast. She does not have the numbers. She gives it over to Michaela Reed. Reed driving, and it's going to be stolen. To Kayla Davis. Over to Griggs. Griggs, a pass to Slocum. And what a block by Michaela Reed. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Michaela Reed just went to her blind side and swatted it away. This Calvary just needs something like that to get momentum back into this game. They need to get some defensive stops. As Johnson hits a big three. Mimi Johnson with 5 points. And there's a three. That is Michaela Reed exchanging threes here in the fourth. It's 49-30. Palmore just swinging it around. Remember, there is not a shot clock in Alabama. They had to deal with the shot clock the first time they played because it was played in Georgia. So the strategy here, Glenwood could try to just hold and just pick and choose which shot they want to try to go. But, Calvary wants to try to get a steal. Palmore's going to drive the lane, puts it up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Norton, but it's poked away by Glenwood, but it will go to Calvary. 6:33 left to go here in this game. It's Lily Miller on the bench here at the fourth. Give it over to Reed. Reed fires a three. No good. Fighting for it is Palmore, and she gets it right to Anna Grace Griggs. She puts up a shot. No good, but she will go to the line to shoot two. Anna Grace Griggs, the 5'10 senior. She's got 13 points on the night. She's also a multi-sport athlete. She plays on the volleyball team, and she actually got a scholarship for softball. But Glenwood has a lot of multi-sport athletes, and she misses the first. You see that a lot for the boys' football team, the basketball team, and baseball. But it really helps these athletes just to stay mentally focused throughout the school year. As she does make one of two, she's got 14 on the night. It's a 20-point lead for the Gators. Here goes Reed. Karstoffen over to Norton. There's a long shot. No good by Rhodes. And fighting for it is Johnson and Reed. And they're going to get tied up down on the floor. It's going to go to Calvary. Over to Reed. Reed is their leading scorer this year. There's a nice pass to Karstoffen. What a shot. Emily Karstoffen. A good pass by Michaela Reed, and it's 50-32. Palmore. Got over to Slocum. Johnson. They're just passing it around, but Calvary is just going to have to play a little man just to try to get the steal. To Kayla Davis, still in the game. Most of Coach Purdue's starters still in the game here in the fourth. Calvary's just going to try to run it. Norton. Nice bounce pass inside to Reed. Reed is being defended heavily by Takayla Davis, and she took too many steps. It's that post presence on the defense for Takayla Davis that really makes Calvary just force up shots and make decisions where they end up forcing a turnover. Get over to Palmore. Johnson, she thought about the three. Back to Palmore, top of the key. Griggs. Over to Johnson. She's going to drive the baseline. Johnson puts up a shot, and that is in. Mimi Johnson with a little mid-range jumper, and it's back to a 20-point lead. Oh, what a block by Mimi Johnson. She could do it on the other side, on the defensive side of the ball, but it will be a foul. Michaela Reed will go to the line to shoot two for Calvary. The leading scorer for Calvary is Lily Miller with 9 points. And now Michaela Reed's got 10. But she has not played in this fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. It's 52-33 with 4:40 left to go here from the pit as you're watching high school basketball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. On the campus of Glenwood, Phoenix City, Alabama, Richard Holder's Toygar, Isla, for this rivalry game. It is the second game of the basketball season, the rematch between Glenwood and Calvary Christian. Calvary did defeat Glenwood on November 28th, 53-45 on the campus of Calvary. And Reed makes them both. She's got 11 points at 52-34. As Glenwood has come out and they have made a statement in this game, and they've really done a great job responding. Griggs, long pass to Slocum. Thought about the three. Davis, back over to Johnson, and that's off the glass and in. Mimi Johnson, she's got 8 points. And it's back to a 20-point lead for Glenwood. Back over to Norton, swinging it around. Karsteffen to Reed. Fires up a long three-pointer, and she's got the bucket. Michaela Reed with 14 points. It's 54-37. That's one way you got to get back in this game, is you got to start knocking down those threes. Davis, nice pass to Griggs. Griggs puts up a shot, and she'll be fouled. Davis saw the defense collapsed, and she threw it in the middle of the lane for Anna Grace Griggs, and she was able to draw the foul with 3:44 left to go. Don't forget, we've got the Glenwood varsity boys taking on the Calvary varsity boys right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And Griggs makes it. Lily Miller checks back into the game for Calvary. And Miller lost it, and it's going to back to Glenwood. Palmore. Inside. Oh, and it's stolen by Norton. Back over to Karsteffen. To Reed. Norton being guarded by Davis. Karsteffen, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Slocum. Oh, and there's a turnover by Calvary. Great job getting it back off the deflection. They have got to hit a three here if they want to try to get back in this game. 3 minutes left to go. They've got to pull down some threes, and they got to get some stops on defense. Lily Miller, her favorite spot right at the top of the key, and could not fall down. Right there, bounce pass. Anna Grace Griggs, easy bucket off the glass. She's got 16 points, the leading scorer for the Glenwood Gators, and it's back to a 20-point lead. So Glenwood is going to go to 8-4 on the year. Calvary is going to fall to 5-3. Glenwood's next game is going to be on the road as Lily Miller's shot's no good. Rebounded by Palmore all alone, and that pass was swatted away. It was intended for Anna Grace Griggs, and they got it right back. Michaela Reed for three. No good. Miller with the rebound. Miller driving the baseline, and she'll be fouled. So Calvary's next game will be on the road December the 15th as they just cross over the river, and they will face the Brookstone Lady Cougars, the team that went to the GIAA championship game last year. Reed puts up a shot, rattles in and out, and it goes out of play. He'll stay with Calvary. And we will see both these teams in the Border Wars in a couple of weeks. Over to Miller. Lily Miller driving the lane, puts up a shot, but she gets fouled. That foul was on Takayla Davis. Lily Miller will go to the line to shoot two. And she misses the first. Calvary will be on the road. Their next game is Saturday, December the 16th, and they are also taking on the Brookstone Cougars. That's going to be at Brookstone. Timeout on the floor. 1:44 left to go as Glenwood leads Calvary 57-37 right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. $1:44 left to go in this game on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard Holderidge, Toygar, Isla. Here at the pit, the rematch between Glenwood and Calvary. As Glenwood is a minute and a half away from picking up the win and splitting the season series with Calvary. There's right to Takayla Davis. What a shot. Takayla Davis has been quiet in the second half, scoring-wise. That gives her 16. But she does have 10 rebounds and 6 blocks. Over to Norton. Lily Miller. Pass inside to Brooklyn Van. That puts up a shot as Norton. Van trying to swat it away. Palmore does not have the numbers. A minute left to go. Mimi Johnson over to Griggs. Griggs looking for a teammate. Back out to Slocum. Johnson, nice backdoor cut to the lane is Haley Palmore. She's in double figures. She's got 10. And we're going to take another timeout. 44 seconds left to go. Glenwood leads Calvary 61-37. We'll have an opportunity to thank our sponsors, Carroll Purdue State Farm Agency, Masterwall Incorporated, Behringer Construction, and Terry Johnson Agency. That was a very quick timeout. Lily Miller from the corner for three, and she misses. 32 seconds. Glenwood can slow it down and hold for the final shot and get out of here with the victory. And then on to Brookstone on the 15th. Not much of a travel. And, playing in the AISA, you got teams in your region that are 2-3 hours away. So that's always good. Coach Purdue likes to schedule those teams locally as Michaela Reed all the way to the rack, and she puts it up. She's got 16. She's leading Calvary in points. 7 seconds. Trying to get it. Graham fighting for it. Van. It's going to go back to Calvary with 4.8 seconds left to go. And Reed puts up a shot. That almost went in, but that will do it. The Glenwood Lady Gators, they even the series with the Calvary Christian Lady Knights. The final score 61-39. The leading scorer for Glenwood was Takayla Davis and Anna Grace Griggs. They both had 16 points. Haley Palmore came off the bench scoring 10. And for Calvary Christian, Michaela Reed, who's only an 8th grader, she had 16 points. Lily Miller had 9. Don't forget, in approximately 10 minutes, we are going to have the Glenwood boys varsity team taking on the Calvary Christian Knights varsity team right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. You don't want to go anywhere, as we got the second and final game of the night live from the pit. We'll be right back. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the pit on the campus of Glenwood. Get ready. It is the second game of the night. It is Glenwood and Calvary Christian right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as they announce the starting lineup for Calvary Christian. Liam Holcutt, TJ Benson, Tyler Freeman, Dylan Walls, and Samuel Bunapane. For Glenwood, Levi Pender, Mason McCrane, Jadarian Holloway, Camden White, and Tyler Sykes. Tipping it off for Calvary is Dylan Walls with Mason McCrane. And Calvary wins the tip as TJ Benson has it, swings it over to Freeman, puts up a shot, no good. Tyler Sykes with a rebound, and now here comes the point guard, Jadarian Holloway. He gives it over to Levi Pender. The shooter gets the shot, and that's how we start the game. Levi Pender, the leading scorer on the team, who's had that corner, and it's been his sweet spot. It's 3-0, Glenwood on top. Over to Benson, top of the key. Freeman swinging around, a three-point shot is no good by Bunapane, and that goes up and in. Dylan Walls with the offensive rebound on the putback, and it's 3-2. Camden White over to Pender. Pender back over to Holloway. Holloway working around to Pender. He thought about the three. Holloway's going to take it to the top of the key. Gives it back. 3-2 is your score. Camden White. Back over to Holloway. Tyler Sykes, who was injured in the game against Southern Prep. But here comes a shot. Sykes with a rebound. Oh, blocked by Dylan Walls. And it looks like bodies collide and hit the floor. It looks like it's a hard foul on Dylan Walls. Tyler Sykes will go to the line. He did suffer an injury in the game against Calvary, and he did not play against Southern Prep last Monday. Actually, it's going to be a non-shooting foul, so Mason McCrane gives it over to White. They're going to swing it around. Cannot leave Pender wide open. Calvary's going to try to mark him. Holloway running that point, gives it over to Pender. Holloway shoots a three, no good. And we're going to get a foul. Looks like an over in the back. It's going to be off Calvary. It'll be Glenwood ball. .608. Walls, it's going to go out of play. Benson. And joining me on the broadcast is Thrift Behringer.
What's up, everyone? So glad to be here. Coming in hot, but just glad to be able to do this fantastic rivalry. The gym is packed, and we're at the pit. Richard, great job on the girls' game. I saw the Glenwood girls came up strong. And right now the Gators lead 3-2. Good job by Cam White. Sykes moves it to Pender. Pender drives, floats it up. Off the rim, no good, but then right there to clean it up off the glass was Camden White.
Great job by Camden White just putting it off the glass.
A floater, nice job by TJ Benson getting that off with the outstretched arms of McCrane. Oh, look at the move, scoop layup foul. Going hard to the basket, one speed, Jadarian Holloway. So the 5 for Glenwood is 6'4" here. So we got Jadarian Holloway, we got Brandon McCrane, we got Tyler Sykes, we got Camden White, and we got Levi Pender. The 5 for the Calvary Christian Knights, led by Jonathan Gordon, is TJ Benson with Liam Hocutt, with Phoenix Griffith, with Mr. Walls, Darian Walls, who was a Sports Vision's defensive MVP for the Calvary Knights, and also number 12, Manny Shepard. So Calvary, they're 3-7 right now. Got a big win against Lakeside, loss to Wiregrass. Nice job by Hocutt, just short. Good job by TJ Benson using the screen.
But Thrift, I don't think their record reflects the type of team. They played a lot of tough opponents.
Right, and remember, they're in gaps. They're playing GHSA public schools, so when gaps time comes around, expect them to be at full strength and playing good.
Steal.
Great job by reading that by Walls, but he travels.
One thing I noticed about this game compared to the game back on November 28th, Calvary started coming out a little bit more aggressive. They lost that game on their home floor, and they want to try to even this series. They know how big of a game this is.
Pender to McCrane. Good defense, 2-3, dump down to Sykes, outside to Holloway, back out to Pender, 3-pointer in the corner is off the mark, no good, and good rebound by the 6'6" Walls.
That was good ball movement by Glenwood. The shot just wouldn't go down, though.
Phoenix thought about shooting it. Good move by Benson. Nice pass to Walls, who lays it up and in. What a job by TJ Benson getting in the middle of the floor and throwing it to Darren Walls, breaking down the defense for Glenwood. Sykes brings it back out. Holloway's got it. Got to be careful with the travel. White, who was an AISA All-Star. He didn't play the last time these two teams met. Along with Dallas Crow, Lamont Burton. There's some of the few that did not make it last time. No shot clock, remember, here in Alabama. So unlike at Calvary, there is no shot clock. Nice drive, Camden White. Too hard on the layup. Pender gets the rebound, throws up a wild shot, no good. Rebound. It's going to be good job. The open layup.
But really, Griffith did a good job with the tip to tip it to Benson. It was just a tough angle. Could not get that shot to fall.
Being back in this gym, somewhere I played for my high school career, pretty cool. And almost an and one as Liam Hocutt gets called for the foul. The Gators on the flip side had a tough weekend, Richard. They lost to Autauga.
They did.
And then they played Abbeville.
They were able to beat Abbeville.
Oh, they did beat Abbeville. So that brings their record this season, Richard. I know we have those stats.
Oh, yeah. I got Glenwood is looking at the 6-2.
And Central 10-2. Look at these stats. Great job, Richard. Brookstone 6-3. How about the surprise team right now? And we both agree with that.
Columbus.
The Blue Devils.
7-3.
Coach Ivy Sr. has the Blue Devils.
Big shout out to Grant Smithwick.
Phoenix to Benson. Benson, nice job getting in the lane and finishing strong over the outstretched arms of the blocking McCrane, and it's 8-7 Calvary. They're full court pressing. Holloway to McCrane. McCrane brings it back out.
Remember, Coach Gordon's got a young team of freshmen and sophomores.
McCrane down low. You're not stopping that, but yet he misses. Gets the rebound, goes up and gets blocked by Dylan Walls. Pender shoots a three, is short. Rebound is into the hands of McCrane. Holloway for three, no good. Nothing falling beyond the arc for the Gators.
You know, Walls almost blocked the other shot. He contested it.
Benson goes in, gets his own rebound. Good hustle from one in black. Benson almost lost it to Griffith.
He could have called a travel there.
Griffith hard off the glass, no good. Holloway in and out, Holloway, no good. But they're going to call a foul on Walls. Walls played good defense right there, Richard, but he continued on trying to swat, and they're going to get the body.
And remember, Jadarian Holloway played for Calvary last year. This game means a lot to him. The starting point guard, only a freshman for Glenwood. He will go to the line to shoot two.
So we have a couple Knights coming into the game.
Yeah, I talked to Jadarian Holloway's dad, who gave myself and Thrift some gifts.
We'll show some love on the broadcast. Swag for president. Love it. That's awesome. 8-8 here. And it's Holloway, who they call Swag. Freshman with a lot of talent. Richard, he's got a bright future here in the orange and white.
Absolutely.
Up ahead to Freeman. Back outside to Shepard. Shepard, no, that's Jacoby Knight. Out the William Hokut for three. No good. Good hustle from Avery. And they're going to get a jump ball. And that is Thet Morris. And
remember, Thet Morris did not play in the first game. Thet Morris, Camden White, they were all at the AISA All-Star game, so they missed the game against Calvary on November 28th.
(9-8) last 2 minutes here. Benson. And they're going to maybe get an offensive foul, Richard, here.
Away from the ball, it's going to go back to Glenwood. I'm not sure what the call was on here, but
I think they're going to call that on Hokut, who's going to come out. I think he's got 2 already now, so he's got to be careful.
yeah, and also they have 5 team fouls.
Caden Avery, number 33. With Bonapane, Knight, and Freeman, the 5 for the Knights. Holloway, Pinder, Thet Morris, Burton, and Griff Gardner, the 5 for the Gators. Gardner runs baseline, shoots a 3, in and out. Good rebound from Lamont, who came down traveling. Good rebound from Lamont, but got to get those feet square when coming down. In and out. Floater. No good, and good rebound from Pinder.
You know, I saw Lamont Burton in that game against Southern Prep. He was just a good post player, just an enforcer down low.
Good pass from Gardner, goes right through the hands of Lamont Burton. Jacoby Knight's going to jack up a 3, and he's not going to make it either. Low scoring, and nobody's hitting shots right now, Richard.
But right now, if you get the backcourt going with Jadarian Holloway and Griff Gardner, they can move around. They got speed on the court. They can try to get open. Garner's a catch-and-shoot guy, but he got Pinder right here, too.
Pinder off the mark, no good. Hustle for the rebound, goes out of bounds.
And I like Lamont Burton's game. He is the type of player who is just a beast inside. He's an enforcer. He'll do the dirty work. He'll get the steal. He'll get the rebound. Just a physical player, and he uses his talents from football, and it carries over to the hard court.
Last 30 seconds here. They're going to hold for the last shot. No shot clock. Knight to Freeman. Gives it up a little too late. Goes across court all the way to Bonapane for 3. No good. Rebound by Caden Avery, who gives it to Knight. Knight drives. Knight's out to Bonapane. Same spot. Same result. Air ball and a foul.
Calvary had a good sequence, getting the second chance opportunity. Could have taken the lead to close out this first quarter, but it's a foul going the other way because Calvary had 5 team fouls already.
So that's going to send River Baker to the line, Richard, to shoot a pair of free throws.
And I got to say, River Baker did a good job coming off the bench against Southern Prep. I mean, we were here last week. Glenwood was here against Southern Prep as they got the win, and it was just good to see, Glenwood just building up that confidence as the season progresses. The defending AISA state champions. 2 buzzer beaters.
Back-to-back free throws from Baker. Gives him a 3-point lead. Here's the last couple seconds of the first. Benson drives out to Freeman. Freeman's 3, no good. And at the end of 1, Knights 8, Gators 11. It's Georgia, Alabama Sports Live, brought to you by Masterwall, Safe Farm, Carroll Purdue, Terry Johnson Agency, and Behringer Construction. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here. Start of the second quarter. Gators up by 3. The girls won earlier today, Richard. The final score to that one. We know Glenwood was winning. We won pretty big on that one. We forgot to write down the final score.
No, it was a game. They won very big by 30. Takayla Davis and Anna Grace Griggs with 16 points.
Nice job by Camden White. Jump shot is short. Rebound McCrane. McCrane goes back up strong and lays it in with the left.
Mason McCrane gets on the board for Glenwood. He's got 2 points.
Good hands
Good
from Camden White. And then Jakarian Holloway's got it on a one-man fast break and short on the layup. Benson crosses. Benson right to Holloway. He read that pass the whole way.
Good vision by Holloway.
White, no one stops the ball. He gets blocked. They're going to say goaltending on Caden Avery. Checking in now for Calvary Christian.
It's Hamilton.
Yeah, Darnell Hamilton. Remember the big man, number 99. They got that huge sack in the state championship game, Richard.
Remember
we were
that?
there for that one.
Absolutely. Coming into the game, and we saw him on November the 28th. They were 2 days removed from playing in the state championship, and he was playing at the hard court a couple days later. You know, the football players just getting time to be acclimated to the basketball season. Oh, what a 3.
Nice job knocking it down and makes it 15-11. Cross court, Holloway. Holloway may have got right with the travel, but finds McCrane, who misses the dunk.
Oh,
Benson.
and he had it.
And Benson's going to go all the way. And nice move. And almost gets an and one. Good Euro set from 1. He is aggressive all the time, Richard.
Absolutely. Kobe Knight with the 3-pointer on the other end for Calvary. They cut it to 4. But I tell you what, Thrift, Calvary's playing tough against Glenwood. They've made the adjustments from the first game. This is a different Glenwood team because they have some new players that didn't play on November 28th. But we've seen a Calvary team that's come out aggressive, and they want to try to steal the victory on Glenwood's home court tonight.
It would be a huge victory for this young Calvary Knights team to come in here and get a win at the pit. Zone defense from Calvary and equals no threes that have been knocked down from Glenwood. Ball gets knocked out of Sykes' hands, rolls off his foot. That's a turnover back to Calvary. Problem is they can't score on the other end either. That's why it's 15-11.
Well, they got to take advantage of these defensive stops.
Deep 3, short. Rebound into the hands of Burton, who gets maybe fouled, no call. And a traveling on Darnell Hamilton.
But I love the physicality of going up to try to get that rebound. You got Lamont Burton, you got Darnell Hamilton, both physical defensive players on the gridiron. And they're just trying to give it their all, trying to get that rebound.
And White has the ball loose. Loose ball won by Knights. And here comes Benson. Benson in and out. Benson all the way and floats it over the swinging Lamont Burton. Number 1, Benson having himself a fantastic first half.
He timed it perfectly. Burton was trying to go for the block.
There's Sykes. Sykes, nobody stops him. Great pass from Camden White, entry.
Really Sykes, that post player. They missed his presence in the second half of that game on November 28th. He did not play against Southern Prep. Good to see him back in the lineup.
Nice job by Benson, finding the cutting right down the middle of the lane. Hocutt, who gets fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 17-13 here, Richard. But we got a lot of great teams around this area. We got the Muskogee County Christmas Tournament. We'll be proud to announce that we're going to be broadcasting next week. And then on the week following, we'll be here at Glenwood for the Border Wars. So enjoy the holidays, enjoy your family time, get warm around the fire, and watch some basketball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. How about that, Richard?
Absolutely. And we got another team from the Tri-City area that's playing in the state championship at the Mercedes-Benz. Manchester leading Bowden 21-14.
Let's go Stephen Holmes and Blue Devils. Glenwood leads Calvary by 3 here. And
he stepped on the line.
He's not even stepping on line. He literally was a foot out of bounds. Coming in now for Glenwood is number 10, Braden Gooden. White out.
Braden Gooden saw a lot of action against Calvary the first meeting.
Low scoring game here. Defensive struggle. Eventually shots are going to start falling for both teams.
Nice pass.
Maybe Phoenix Griffith can get it going. No, he airballs. Hokut's got it. He'll go up strong. Misses. Loose ball. Caden Avery. Loose ball foul on 33. And Darian Walls to check in. (17-14) here. Having fun at Toy Girl Isla's, our producer. This is his stomping grounds here. The Gators up by 3. Knights and Gators part 2. Good defense from Freeman. And I don't even think McCrane was looking at him, Richard.
Not at all. Calvary forces the turnover.
Oh, my gosh. What a
he's
cross.
got handles.
What
Wow.
a lay, and misses it. That would have been an ESPN type move from Benson. He'll shoot a 3. Good.
Oh.
TJ Benson ties it at 17. How many has he got, Richard?
Oh, he's got 8 points.
Great job.
Leading scorer for Calvary.
Good job by Holloway. All the way. No one stops ball and then doesn't go in. Lamont goes up, gets it blocked by Avery. Benson just going to go all the way to the rack and scores. No one stops him. And Coach Purdue needs a timeout. The Knights are up by 2. This game brought to you by Masterwall, Behringer Construction, State Farm Care Purdue, and Terry Johnson. We'll be back after this. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here, 19-17. Timeout by Coach Purdue. 5-0 scoring run from Calvary. Gooden, Burton, Pender, Holloway, and McCrane, the 5 in white. 5 in black, Knight, Hurd, Walls, Griffith, and Avery. Again, no shot clock, so they can work a good shot as long as they want. And Pender knocks down a 3 of his own. Good ball movement, and that's how you break down the zone, Richard.
Oh, absolutely.
You wear them down by constantly swinging the basketball. You cannot travel as fast as that basketball can if you're passing it correctly. And then you swing it long enough, a wide open Pender for 3, and finally one goes down beyond the arc for the Gators.
Well, Pender started the game with a 3, and he's got 6 points, his second 3 of the game, and his shot is eventually going to fall down.
How about DeAndre Hurd? He's going to shoot a 3 and rims out. Good rebound from McCrane. Here comes Griff Gardner. I like Griff, man. He's a baller. He does all the little things right. Plays good defense. Pender, corner 3, in and out.
Very close.
Loose ball, and look who wins it. The guy I was just talking about, Griff Gardner. And Griff's going to jack up a 3 and gets it blocked, and Walls gets the block. Good defense from Phoenix Griffith. 2 minutes till halftime, 20-19 here.
Student section is on their feet, known as the Bleacher Creatures. Got a lively student section here. We got a lively crowd here, Thrift, at the pit. The Glenwood fans came to Calvary on the 28th of November.
It was packed that night.
It was. This is packed here.
It is, but not near what it was that night at Calvary. Good screen from Walls. Out to Hurd, and Hurd travels. Got to get that feet set. Closely contested game. Last time Glenwood punched them in the mouth and they weren't able to recover. They did end up losing only by like 8 or 9. But this game is different, I can tell. And right now, it's a 1-point lead for the Gators. 1:45 till halftime. Pender gets in the middle to Burton. Almost a hot pass through Pender's hand. Pender goes right by him. Throws it out in the corner, 3 from Holloway, and nothing still falling for anybody other than Pender behind the arc. And here comes Benson trying to retake the lead. Good defense from Levi. Calling for a screen.
Let's see if Benson drives the lane.
That's his go-to. Hurd, Griffith just goes right out of bounds.
We've got to get those opportunities. I mean, these two teams have some different players on the court from last time they played. Tyler Sykes did not play most of that second half. Camden White, Lamont Burton.
They didn't need him either.
Pat Morris, they were all in the All-Star game.
Gardner, three-pointer, way off. Saving to Benson. Here comes Benson. One-man wrecking crew right in the chest of Gardner. And Caden Avery tips it up and in. Gives the Knights back the lead.
With no shot clock, I'm wondering if Glenwood's just going to hold for the final shot. Because you don't want to give Calvary the ball back.
Bad pass.
Almost
Benson
lost it.
just sitting there. They're begging them to shoot threes. They're packing in the paint. Holloway, Pender. Pender needed to let that fly. Gives it to Sykes. Sykes maybe got away with a travel. Rebound McCrane. McCrane goes back up strong with the left. Nice job by Mason McCrane. Last 10 seconds.
Physicality putting that back.
Freeman, 3. Benson, 2. Benson doesn't get it off in time. Great defense from Griff Gardner. And at the end of the first half, we got a back and forth one here. Glenwood Calvary Part 2. Glenwood up by 1 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here, Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Richard, go ahead and give us some first half stats as the Gators lead the Knights 22-21.
All right, leading the way for Glenwood, Levi Pender's got 6 points. Jadarian Holloway, Camden White, Mason McCrane all with 4. The leading scorer for Calvary is TJ Benson, who's got 11.
And he's got 11 of the 21. 2-3 zone from Glenwood. They're packing it in. They're saying, you got to beat us. That was a hard shot. Great contest from McCrane. And White, Holloway, Sykes, McCrane, and Mason gets it blocked. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah,
I wonder why he took so long. He should have went up straight as when he got it.
Should have just dunked it.
I think he was trying to get his feet right so he could go up strong, but either way, that's going to be a foul, and McCrane is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Mason McCrane, one of the catalysts from this championship team last year, had a buzzer beater against Lee Scott in the Final Four and helped win the championship against Macon East. Just an improbable run. I mean, Glenwood didn't even win the region, and they won the state championship.
Third in their region. Second was Macon East. First was Lee Scott. And they beat both of them in the semifinals in the championship. How about that, Richard?
That's how you do it.
Lee Scott's only lost that last season. We were there for it. It was against Pacelli. They were 29-1 heading in that game. Think about that.
Unbelievable.
You good?
And I was kind of sneak peeking, Thrift. Lee Scott is good this year, too. I mean, their record looks pretty good this year. I want to say they're undefeated, but. Oh, at halftime in the GHSA state championship, Manchester and Bowden are tied 21 apiece. It's Manchester trying to win their first state championship since 1997. It's about 25 minutes up the road from Columbus. I mean, we went right past Manchester and went to Woodbury and called the game. So.
And I know Flint River, they're cheering for a guy, Joe Howard. The basketball season already started, and he's back up for Flint River. He says, we got to come out there and do a basketball game, Richard.
Oh, we got to do that.
24-21 here. Gators up by 3. Both teams playing heavy zone. Sykes, good block, but then keeps up with it. If Walls did a good job blocking it, Richard, but you got to stay with it.
You got to, and Sykes did a good job finishing. And you got to worry about ball movement. I know Calvary's going to try to have the zone, but they
wide open. Good block from
another
Walls.
block. Good awareness.
Sykes puts it on the floor, hustles for it, and they're going to call timeout from Coach Purdue, 32nd. And Coach Gordon's not happy about the effort. He wants everybody getting on the floor. Timeout. We'll take 1-2. Georgia Alabama Sports Live be back after. Welcome back here. Good block. White goes up strong, misses. Rebound Sykes. He goes up and finishes with an and one. Nice job sticking with it. Just relentless on the boards, Richard. Nothing's fallen jump shot wise. Attack the glass and finish with an and one.
And the intensity from Tyler Sykes to get that shot. Glenwood is trying to extend their lead to 8. Calvary's got to get TJ Benson going. His game is just driving the lane. Watching for the screen.
Griffith goes baseline to Avery. Avery floats it up and in. Nice job by Phoenix Griffith going baseline, having the defense collapse, dump it down to Avery, and it's 28-23. Coach Gordon pleading to his team to get after it defensively.
They're not going to let Glenwood have anything as they're committed to that zone.
Pender. Cross court to Holloway. Holloway hop step. Holloway keeps his dribble out to Pender. Holloway for three, in and out. And it's going to stay with the Gators.
That was a good shot by Holloway. He was right in the corner. It just rattled out. I tell you what, Levi Pender, he's the leading scorer for Glenwood, but he's had a quiet game. He's only had two threes. Usually when he gets going, he gets hot.
And how about Pender right now? Miss it. And Pender wanted it bad. He's the leading three-point shooter for this team, and he's 1 for 5 on the night. Nothing falling. Freeman, his shot won't go. Walls gets the rebound. Walls gets it blocked. Avery hustles in the hands of Griffith. Cross court to Freeman. Like you were saying, Richard, that extra tip helped him.
Fundamentals is really helping him get that extra possession.
Nice pass and not able to finish this, Avery.
He got to finish.
Great pass from Benson. Got to use the glass right there, too. That's hitting that corner, top corner. Lightly floating that in. When in doubt, glass is where you go. White, McCrane, Sykes, Pender, and Holloway, the 5 for the Gators. Remember, this is early in the season, Richard. A lot of these teams like Glenwood who have football players, they're just getting acclimated into basketball shape. That takes time. What a move. Wow. Sykes up and under. I like Sykes' game, man. The guy, the big man is a baller. He's an athlete, heck of a football player, a good basketball player, and even better baseball pitcher. We were there for those state championship games, weren't we, Richard?
Yeah, the number 2 starter behind Jacob Page. What a 1-2 combination that was. Yeah, it was pretty much automatic with Page and Sykes when you have to play them in a 2-game series. But yeah, you're right, a tremendous athlete. Great post player. He's got 6 points for the Gators.
Dunk for McCrane.
Throw it down.
How about Pender's passing? 9-point lead. Nice pass. And one from Dylan Walls.
I got to say that was good touch on him. He knew the shot was about to get blocked, and he arced it just enough to get above the blocker, and it goes right in. It's like River Baker is about to check in for Glenwood.
Walls can't finish with the old-fashioned three-point play. Big bucket from him, only a sophomore. Both Walls brothers are out there. His brother Darian. Thet Morse, River Baker out there for the Gators, number 5. McCrane, Holloway. Holloway, hop step, Holloway into the lane and floats it up and in. Good move from the point guard.
Holloway's got 6 points.
And that's going to go out for Phoenix Griffith's hands. That's going to be Calvary Knights turnover, and Coach Gordon wants a full timeout. 3:03 remaining in the third. Gators up by 9. Game brought to you by Terry Johnson Agency, State Farm, Carroll Purdue, Masterwall, and Behringer Construction. We'll be back after this on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here. 34-25. Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. We'll have a show this week. Got some great guests. Coach Hicks from CV, the AD there, Ben Hicks. Coach Hauser, the girls basketball coach from CSU, and also Coach Robert Moore.
I saw Coach Moore at the CVCC game on Saturday.
Showing his love to his old colleague, Coach Hicks, who's a longtime assistant with him. How about Camden White taking it to the rack and scored? Nice job by Camden White. That's just an athlete right there, Richard.
And the balanced scoring, you got 5 players for Glenwood, all with 6 points. Camden White's got 6.
Knights are down by 11. They're down by double digits first time all game. In danger zone time. Need a bucket.
TJ Benson's been quiet in the second half.
How about that? And keeps his dribble. How about that? And almost makes a left-handed layup. That was
effort.
Tough.
Effort by TJ Benson.
Baker, Crane, Pender.
Pender's moving to his corner.
Pender's got to let that fly.
He's a catch and shoot type of guy. He's got to.
And there's a catch and shoot, and there's a knockdown from 3. Pender sees it goes down. 14-point lead for the Gators.
You knew that Pender was going to eventually start to warm up, and he's heating up.
Freeman misses. How about that, Scott, for a rebound? Walls wins it, misses. And Gardner, look at him. No, that's River Baker, and jump ball.
I love Wall's game, and he was actually playing in the JV game earlier today, and he is in just physical shape, loves the game of basketball, is a competitor, and just likes to play at the highest level.
Jacoby Knight in, Bonapane, Samuel Bonapane in. Bad pass. Pender.
Gotta let it fly.
For 3. Again!
Oh.
Same. Switches the net so hard it gets stuck. He's starting to heat up here at the pit. 42-25.
4 3-pointers for Levi Pender. He has got 12 on the night.
Three-pointer from Jacoby Knight, no good. Look at that rebound. That's going to be over the back, though, on Dylan Walls.
Oh, but I love the physicality of Dylan Walls. His presence up there. He is just the ultimate post player, blocking shots, getting rebounds. And he's young. He's only a sophomore. I mean, he's going to have plenty of years.
Yeah, this is a young
Coach
team.
Gordon. Yeah.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
They're a young team, Richard. They don't have many seniors. A lot of their guys that get a bulk of their minutes are sophomores, like this one right here, and Benson all the way and scores with an and one. Tough layup for number 1, TJ Benson, and gets an and one to stop the bleeding momentarily to make it 42-27.
He has been the leading scorer for Calvary tonight. He's got 13 points.
knocks down the second.
Calvary's got to go with the full court press. Look at the handles on
Look at
Holloway.
Holloway gets it, and they're going to call a foul on Walls.
And Walls, he's pleading his case. He thought he got all ball, but they're going to call the foul. It was really a bang-bang play.
Holloway makes the first.
But I'm very surprised with the balanced scoring at Glenwood. You got Mason McCrane with 6, Tyler Sykes has 6, Camden White with 6. Right now, Levi Pender with 12, Jadarian Holloway, he's got 8.
So everybody's out except River Baker. So the 5 in are Gardner, Gooden, Burton. How about number 22, Thet Morris getting in for the first time?
And this is what Coach Purdue has. He has depth on his roster.
Three-pointer, no good from Manny.
Good rebound by Lamont Burton.
Nothing going down outside at all for the Knights right now, man. And that's been the difference in this game. That's why they're down by 16 now. Kept it close, but they only scored 6 points in this third. Good pass from Thet, just too hot. Griff Gardner for 3! And Griff Gardner hits a 3 at the end of the buzzer. And how about that reaction from his teammates?
It really fires up his teammates. It fires up this crowd. Griff Gardner with the catch and shoot 3-pointer.
47-28. Gators dominate that quarter, 25-6, and they lead by 19. Excuse me, 25-7. I can't count. 25-7. Either way, they're up by 19. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Be back after this. Welcome back here. Last quarter, Gators up by 19. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Had a lot of fun today. Glenwood trying to go to 2-0 with girls and boys varsity. And they're going to get a foul on Jacoby Knight.
So both these teams will play Brookstone next. Their next game will actually be at Brookstone. Calvary will play them on the 16th. Glenwood will play them on the 15th of December.
That's this Friday and Saturday. We have a busy weekend. We got Douglas County, Pacelli, and CV on Friday, CV girls, and then CV boys on Saturday. You can catch all that on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then, like I said, Muskogee County Christmas Tournament the next week and Border Wars the week after. So busy, 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 Richard.
Absolutely, but that's what we like to do, is keep grinding.
Pender. To White. Holloway.
Nice
screen from McCrane. Holloway scoots it up. No good. Hustle. Pender's got it, and Holloway's just going to turn around and float it up and in. Good job by Holloway. Good hustle from the Gators.
Holloway's in double figures with 10
Coach
points.
Gordon was not happy at all. And Coach Gordon was wondering why they weren't on the floor maximizing the effort. Richard, just been a fun day of basketball. Give us some stats and some updates around the league.
All right, so we got TJ Benson, leading scorer for Calvary with 14. The leading scorer for Glenwood is Levi Penner with 12. Jadarian Holloway's got 10. You got Camden White, Mason McCrane, Tyler Sykes all with 6. It's a real quiet night in high school basketball. Usually Tuesday nights are the busy night. And so we got a bunch of games tomorrow, including we got Shaw taking on Northside. We got Spencer taking on Kendrick. We've got Brookstone taking on Hardaway, boys only. I know we got excited because we thought that the Brookstone girls and the Hardaway girls would be playing. That would be a great matchup. But it's been a very successful season so far in both the boys and girls basketball in the Tri-City area.
All new 5 out there for Calvary. Hamilton.
Oh, that might have been. I think that might have been a flop.
A little bit of a flop and acting job, but look at Sykes. He's happy to get it. Gators up by 21 at this point. This dominated this second half. It was a 1-point game. Gators up by 1 at halftime. And look at White. Job misses. And they're going to call double dribble on Camden White. In this second half, 7 points for Calvary. On the flip side, Glenwood's got 27. And there's been the difference in this game. Shots have been falling. Calvary has not been able to make anything. Glenwood's finally hitting stuff beyond the arc. And they lead by 21 now. We'll get their record here in a moment. Bonapane for 3, long. Rebound, Hocut. Hocut, turnaround jumper, short. Rebound in the hands of Holloway. Holloway crossing behind the back. Swaggy playing with it. Swaggy to McCrane. McCrane, and that's a jump ball. Good defense from Dylan Walls.
Absolutely. Glenwood right now on the season, they are 6-2.
Glenwood looking to go to 7-2. Calvary 3-7. Trying to go to 4-7. Good shot from Hocut. Man-to-man from Calvary. Remember, there's no shot clock. Look at that move. Rebound from Pender. Pender goes up strong, misses, and McCrane's there and gets fouled. They just want it more. And right now they got better position on rebounding too.
And Thrift, looking at some of the top teams in the Tri-City area, for the girls, Smith Station 8-0 on the season so far. Spencer is 4-0. And then over on the boys, you got Central 10-2. And Carver is 6-0 as they sweep the GW Carver Classic over the weekend.
Good job for them. And, you know, learning from this Calvary team and talking with Coach Gordon, he knew there were going to be some growing pains. And if you look at their schedule, they'll get some more lumps. They'll take some more bruises, and then they'll get into gaps. And then I think they'll be very prepared, Richard. We talked about this with Pacelli. Pacelli played 7A Valdosta, top 10 team, and beat them by 20. Also played the #1 team in 1A, Christian Heritage. Good pass, and Dylan Walls couldn't hold on to it, was trying to dunk it. And on the other end, Camden White, he misses a layup.
Oh. And he hits the floor hard.
And they're going to call a foul on Liam Hocut. (49-30), but Calvary, like I said, in gaps, they'll be competitive and they'll be making the playoffs this year. Watch it. Glenwood on the flip side, they're trying to continue. They need to continue doing what they're doing and try to win back-to-back state championships. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, they're trying to get their 7th win. I mean, they're just looking at this upcoming schedule. I mean, they got some tough games coming up. But they do play in the AISA. They don't play AHSAA schools, not until next year. But look at their schedule. They play Brookstone on the 15th.
And you know who they'll be facing, Glenwood, in the AISA?
Probably either Lee Scott Academy or Macon East.
Yeah, that's it. for one, there's only 8 teams in 3A. So I expect those teams. Autauga, they did lose to Autauga, so Autauga's also another school in 3A. They beat Glenwood pretty handily the other day. Coach Perdue said that was a learning experience.
And they will play Stratford Academy again, the team that won the GIAA championship.
Don't mention that, Richard.
Yeah.
Be careful with that one. No, but Stratford's a good team. And McCrane tried to crank that.
Good job by Tyler
Sykes.
Sykes.
And Holloway steals it right back. Bad pass. Holloway floats it up. No, right there to lay it in is Camden White. And everything going right for the Gators. Crossover from Benson. He loses it but gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Gators just offensively dominated the paint here in the second half, Richard.
They made the adjustments, and they were able to put away this game because they knew what they had to work on. The shots were finally falling for them. I'll tell you what, TJ Benson's had a good game. I mean, he's got 15 points. The leading scorer on the Calvary Knights.
Hits both free throws. And Calvary, number 11 from Calvary. I think him and Freeman may have swapped numbers. I don't know who 11 is. Him and Walls.
Yeah, Freeman used to be number 4. He's now number 10.
And Sykes can't finish. Good pass from Holloway. Loose bodies on the floor. How about Dylan Walls? Jump ball. Going to be won by Glenwood.
Yeah,
but good hustle from Calvary, Richard.
TJ Benson leading the team in scoring, averaging 21 points a game.
Yeah.
Shooting 59% from the field.
I know. He's been, and a lot of his points come off drives. He's like a Westbrook almost.
Or Derrick Rose or whatever you're.
How about Swaggy? Solon. Here comes Benson to Walls.
Nice pass.
Walls tries to dunk it and misses. And how about that? Body and all is going to send Benson in line to shoot 2.
Good hustle.
Dylan really wanted the dunk.
Dylan Walls is a competitor. Not only does he play on the JV team, we had the privilege of seeing him in the CV Hoops Perfect Practice Fall League. I mean, he just loves the game of basketball.
First free throw is no good from Benson. Burton and Griff Gardner, and Holloway and McCrane out. Makes the second. Man, full court man now. Gooden for the Gators. Sykes almost had that stolen from DeAndre Hurd, and jump ball is going to be won by Calvary.
We saw DeAndre Hurd on Thursday at the St. Luke's Ministry Center for the Sports Visions Awards Football Awards Luncheon.
How about that pass? And just wild. You got to slow down a little bit, but here's Gooden, and he's just as wild, and they're going to get a block.
As he won Offensive Player of the Year for Calvary. He's had such a great season for the football team under Coach Brunson.
Manny Shepard and Darian Walls set the check in. First one for Gooden is short. They're gonna get Knight, and they're gonna get. I don't have a number 11 on mine. I'm assuming that's Nate Stokes. He's the only one that doesn't have a number. Gooden. And that's the problem. You get max preps, and then the kids swap jerseys, Richard, before the game.
They do it all the time.
Benson, a good pass to Walls. Walls finishes with an and one.
That's how you finish.
Good job by Dylan Walls. A nice pass from T.J. Benson. I really like this young man's game. Again, only a sophomore.
But Thrift, I want to comment on that. When we get to know the players and we see their faces all the time, we know who they are, and it doesn't matter what number they are.
Yeah.
They switch jerseys, and that's why I was recognizing. Freeman used to wear number 4. He's now wearing number 10.
Yeah. We got 1-1 guarding each other. How about that matchup? Griff Gardner and T.J. Benson. You talk about two feisty pit bulls.
Same kind of style of basketball,
Yeah,
too.
they just –
You running. Look at them running on the court.
I would take both them in a foxhole. Griff being guarded by Benson. Griff calling for the screen. Gives it a Thet. Pender's got it again. No shot clock for those who have been paying attention. To Thet to Lamont. Lamont has to go off his leg out of bounds.
I tell you, Calvary is not giving up in this game.
Benson. Wall screens. Benson drives. Benson hop set. Benson left-handed in
shot.
it is good. 16-point lead. 3 minutes left. Pender to Griffin. Griffin Gardner, my man Griff. I know his name's Griff. I'm just playing with the Griffin. Gooden floats it in short. Walls rebound up ahead to Benson. Benson and tries to alley-oop to Dylan Walls. What?
I think that he should have taken it.
Yeah, if I'm TJ, I would have went all the way with that or pulled a 3. And now 5 in, 5 out. Pender, White, Holloway, Sykes, McCrane. Coach Purdue says, all right, enough's enough.
He's bringing the starters back in.
Yeah, I'll come close it out. Walls can't hold on to it. It's on the ground. Curls up with the jump ball.
So, Thrift, we will see both these teams in the Border Wars.
Can't wait. Holloway. Crosses. Loses his footing. DeAndre Hurd's got it now. Hurd to Benson. Benson with an and one.
20 points for Benson.
I know one thing. Coach Purdue does not like the effort he's seen from his Gators here the last couple of minutes. Sloppy passes, not great effort. And you allowed this Calvary Knights team to get right back into it. They're down by 13, 2:24. Clocked out on their side. Full court pressure. And Coach Purdue wants a timeout. Full timeout. We'll take one too. 54-41. Gators on top. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here. Last 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Pender. White. White banks in the first with a laugh. Misses a second. Benson's got the rebound. Here comes TJ. TJ all the way. Floats it up. Misses. Rebound. Walls has got it. Walls. Throws it to his brother. His brother can't hold on to it. And
Johnny's hitting the floor and right near the bench.
McCrane. Coach Rudy tells him to hold it. Again, don't have to rush anything. Gators up by 14. And Hurd fouls him. First free throw no good from White. Second free throw is good from Camden White. Sends the lead to 16 now. Benson will shoot a deep three, no good. Rebound by Sykes, and Holloway's got it. Holloway's got a fast break, and Holloway is going to scoop it up and in, and that's going to do it. Gators up by 17, last minute 15 here. Walls has got it. Walls throws it 100 miles an hour at his brother. And just a hot pass. I mean, it's a good look to his brother, and Coach Gordon's telling him, that's a good look, but it needs to be lobbed over the top, Richard. When you got a shorter defender on him, throw it high. You throw in a BB, a C, line drive at his chest, and the defender can get a hand on that.
Yeah, you got to lob that. You got to pass it away from the defender.
But look at Lamont Burton getting on the board.
There you go.
Also checking in for the Gators here is John Caperlis. 3-pointer from Hurd, no. Loose ball, who they're going to say is...
So 4:53 left to go in the third quarter. Bowden is leading Manchester 28-21.
Back and forth. 60-41 here. Benson. Maybe they're going to hold for the last shot, make it somewhat competitive. Get a foul on the floor. I'm going to say it's on Gooden. And they're in the bonus. As of now, tomorrow, we were planning on doing Brookstone and Hardaway, boys game 7:30. If anything changed, we'll let you know. We got the Georgia-Alabama Sports Live show these next couple days coming up too. Find all that on the YouTube channel and Facebook page. Make sure to like and subscribe. And Friday is Pacelli Douglas County girls and boys, and then CVCC girls. And then on Saturday is CVCC boys. Richard, you'll be on majority of those, as I'm heading out of town and be back next week for the Christmas tournament.
Be a fun week of basketball.
And it looked like it went off of River Baker's. I think it went off Hurd's knee. Baker, Gooden, may have traveled. And how about that block from Walls?
Yeah, that fired up Walls.
And a tech for Dylan Walls. That's tough, man. When your team's up down by 18, even though you get a good block, that's silliness. But I know for Coach Gordon, he's just trying to instill confidence in the young man.
Absolutely.
But
he truly is a competitor.
And I do like the competitive nature, the want to. That doesn't have a problem with it. But after you say get that out of there, you don't need to continue on getting in the young man's face. Gooden misses the free throw. $11 seconds. Make sure tempos don't fly. As the Gators are going to go down to 7-2 on the season. Calvary's going to go to 3 and 8. Good and makes – he misses the 2 techs. Now he's shooting the free throws. By the way, Crow didn't dress out today. So expect to probably see Dallas Crow in the near future. Gooden makes 2 of the 4. Gators up by 20. Coach Gordon's got work to do, get better. And like you said, both teams playing Brookstone this week. So
yeah, Glenwood plays them on Friday.
And all 3 of those
Brookstone.
teams, guess where they're going to be?
Border Wars.
Border Wars. And we got it here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Griff going to hold it. And the Gators are going to go to 7 and 2. The girls and boys sweep the Knights. And
that counts.
Griff Gardner hits a 3.
Wow.
And I think that was just for what happened at the end. And still competitive juices fly. And the Gators win by 23, 7 and 2 on the season. Calvary goes to 3 and 8. Had a lot of fun. Richard, you go grab Coach Purdue real quick, and I'll move over there. We'll take a quick break. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, welcome back, everyone. Glenwood with a big win. Coach, let's start with the girls' game. Big win, avenging 2 weeks ago's loss. What did you learn from your team tonight with the girls?
Well, we came out of the locker room ready to play. It was a lot different tonight. We were flat over there. No excuse.
No.
I mean, Coach Norton's kids played really, really well. Michaela hit 31 that night, played really well. Thought we did a better job on her tonight. I still thought we turned the ball over a little bit too much, but I was proud of the effort of getting up and down the floor. If we can run a little bit, we're pretty good, and we did that tonight. Anna Grace getting them down the floor, finding her. I thought Takayla Davis played really well for us tonight, and really proud of the girls. We're on a winning streak right now.
And I'm really, like, Anna Grace Griggs, man. I know she was a really good player last year, but I feel like she's even more improved this year, and she's taking on that leadership role that you need, Coach.
Softball player that's a great athlete, and, you know, her grandfather's Coach Key, so she knows a little bit about the game. So very proud of her, very proud of our team, and I thought we did a really good job.
All right, let's talk about the boys. Again, closer contest last game. It ended up winning by 9, Coach, but this one, halftime is 22-21. What was your message? Because in the second half, you just shut them down and ended up winning this by 20 points.
I thought our effort was I thought our effort was good in the first half, but their effort was good too. Some block shots. They were on the board. They jump on the floor for Jonathan. They do it. They work really, really hard. I thought in the second half our defense was a lot better. We changed defenses up on them a little bit. We didn't give them as many second chances. We kept one out of the lane. We didn't do that in the first half. Benson got us in the first half. He didn't get us as much in the second half. Later on, he picked up some trash baskets. But I was very proud of our guys. We played two really good games Saturday against Abbeville and again tonight. And, we got a big one on Friday across the river at Brookstone, so I'm excited about that. The Battle of the River this week.
I was about to say, so is Brookstone playing in the Border Wars? So just Calvary and Glenwood from this area?
That's correct.
And we'll have that 27, 28, and 29. But, Coach Purdue, great win. This is the is going to be inducted to the Chattahoochee Valley Hall of Fame.
I appreciate you and Richard.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate y'all coming out. Look forward to seeing y'all again. You do a great job. I'll go home right now and watch it and see what y'all had to say.
No doubt about it. Great job by the boys and girls team and this is Coach Purdue from Glenwood. Thank y'all so much. Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll see you next time.